Welcome back, everybody. It is Tea and Tarot Day. So, if you are brand new to Tea and Tarot, make sure you put your your question in the chat box so it can be answered in the order in which it was received. Remember, only put your question in one time, okay? So, let me grab another deck of cards really quick and we'll get started. All right, how is everybody today? So, my daughter will be bringing in my tea here in just a few minutes because time got away from me today. So, let's see, who do we have joining us today? We have Pinky Lee, Chloe, Yasmin, Sonia, Kiddos, H, Jill Carter, myself, obviously, MS, Hannah Mori, the fascinating fairy. Welcome, everybody. So, Hannah Mori, did I get the stone deck? The stone deck is right here, within reach. So if you want a card out of the stone deck today, we can totally do that. Ask you guys to bear with me a little bit. I'm still getting over the cold that I had last week, but I am so much better than what I was. And my dang cat knocked down the tapestry back here, so I have to fix that. She just did it right before we started, so we're just going to roll with it. Anyway, those of you guys that didn't get to see the brand new LEDs, brand new LED lights right here under the shelf, just to kind of accent the chakra tapestry. And I got little twinkle lights for the Danielle Knoll box that I created. So, let's see. Going back, has anybody asked a question yet? I am kind of nasally today, so I apologize. Okay, so Kiddos H, it looks like you asked a question. Will you stop hurting yourself every time you stand? Honey, I don't need a card for this one. Yes, it will stop, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to be a klutz. I myself am very klutzy, and I hurt myself repeatedly. So it is just something that we go through in life sometimes. Okay, so Yasmin and then MS. And for my patrons that are showing up, if you guys have questions, I'm watching for those as well. Okay. So those that don't know, I do have a Patreon account, and my patrons do get priority in live streams. There's only 3 of them right now, so it is what it is. You guys get first priority, my patrons, and eventually, when we get monetized, then the super chats will get priority. But since we don't have those, I have my chat up here, and I just answer the questions going down in order. So, Yasmin, you are the first here. How does A feel about me? So I have Yasmin, and then MS, and then Pinky Lee, in that order, guys. Oh, thank you, Tarot Lover. My dad actually made this for me. He made me a couple different hoodies, and I love tie-dye, so it's fun to wear them. And eventually, when he makes his own Facebook page and whatnot, I will advertise for him, but until then, I just enjoy wearing the hoodies that he made. Hi, Shay. Thank you for joining. All you have to do is put your question in the chat, and I answer them in the order in which they come in. So sometimes it does get kind of lengthy, so please be patient. All right, Yasmin. So Yasmin, we're starting off here with 2 reverse cards. You have a 9 of Pentacles, which generally means abundance and strength and stuff like that. But where it's reversed, I'm saying the A that you're talking about does not see that the relationship between you two is abundant, is productive. He's seeing a lot of, well, you've got a 9 of Swords in reverse here, which generally is kind of heartache and strife, and you've got a lot going on your plate. Maybe he's kind of feeling put on the back burner, like he's not the center of attention, and so maybe that's not why you're getting the attention that you were hoping for, is because he doesn't feel like he can be the center of your world, or she, whatever A is. Doesn't matter to me. This person does not feel like a romantic relationship with you is going to be a productive one. Doesn't mean that there won't be a relationship, but it would probably be more platonic than romantic. Hopefully that makes sense. MS, can I expect communication from R soon? All right, let me pull this one, Hanamori, and then I'm going to pull you a stone card. So MS Hanamori was one of my patrons, and then Pinky Lee, followed by Tarot Lover. In that order, guys, that's how we're drawing right now. Yes, Pinky Lee, my dad made it. And actually, this is a really nice hoodie. So he got the hoodie itself, and then he tie-dyed it. Yay, my teas showed up.
Where do you want me to put it?
Right here. Thank
I
you, dear.
put Hanamori's spoon.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is my soup ready?
Yes, it's still in the microwave.
Okay. Make sure it's warm enough, please. Sorry, guys. Haven't eaten lunch yet. And the tea's more for my throat. But it's a surprise tea today because my daughter made it for me. All right. MS, can you expect communication soon? No. Your first card that came up is the Hermit. So, you know, that kind of self-explanatory, kind of by yourself. But this is a time for reflecting, a time for learning for you. Your second card here was a 2 of Cups. So I would concentrate on filling your own cup rather than have somebody filling it for you. Because if you notice here in the 2 of Cups, the male is filling up the female's cup. I think it's really important that we learn how to fill our own cups up before we ask others to, you know, contribute to our emotional pool. So, no contact soon, but that gives you time to concentrate on filling your own cup. Thank you, Sonia. Cheers to getting well, definitely. I sound way better than I did last week. Way, way better. I didn't have much of a voice at all. All right, Hanamori, let's get you your stone card. You're welcome, MS. Thank you for showing up. I love that you guys keep coming back to live streams. I very much enjoy seeing you guys every week. Hello, Bert. Thank you for dropping in. Yes, Josephine. All you have to do is put your question in. Today is tea and tarot. So put your question in and I will get to it as soon as I come to you. All right. Right, Hannah Mori, watch the cards as they are shuffled, so your energy go into the cards versus mine. This is one of the only decks that I close my eyes and just go, because I don't want to see the stones so that my energy doesn't influence it. All right. You got, Hannah Mori, barite. What is barite? It's a widely occurring brittle sulfate mineral. It's often transparent or creamy white. Sometimes it's icy blue. Beautiful and frosty. Desert rose is a calming variety of barite. You may know desert rose as a type of selenite. So who needs it? Anyone who leaves for work each morning with a stinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this, meaning the work they're going to. Where to put it? Taped to your forehead during meditation. When to use it? When it's way past time to stop saying yes to things you hate. Ask barite what your true calling is, then go live it. It will be terrifying, but what's the alternative? Get answers to your biggest questions. So that is your message, Hannah Mori. Barite. Get a good screenshot of that right there so you can use the energy. That's probably a more rare stone to find if you don't have local shops that you can search at. All right, let's see. Oh, it's okay, Joan. Hopefully it didn't go to your spam folder. Okay, so Pinky Lee, what's next for me in love? You're very welcome, Hannah Mori. And yes, thank you, Pinky Lee, for reminding everybody. Only need to post your questions once, okay? I have been known to remove questions for people that ask multiple times, so please only once. Okay, so your first card here, Pinky Lee, is the Three of Cups, which generally means celebration or togetherness or whatever. But you also got the Three of Swords, also in reverse. So you definitely need to spend a little reflection time. You're not going to have any heartache in your near future, so that's definitely a good thing. But you're also not going to have any real extra celebrations, togetherness kind of thing. So I think it's right now just a reflecting time for you so that you can learn and grow from any past hurts that you've had. But you're not going to have any new hurts in the near future. So that's definitely a good thing. Remember, it is still winter, so this is a really good time for all of us to be reflecting on things, lessons that we've had in the past that we can grow from in the future. Okay, so who's next? Okay, Tarot Lover. Does he miss me? Sickhart quotes 2. Yes, there is a list. All you have to do is ask your question, and it will be answered in the order in which it was received. Thank you, Carissa. I absolutely love this room. It's been a long time in the making. My husband and I actually built this house, and this room has always been my office, but up until the last year, it was really kind of the catch-all for everybody's junk. So I turned it into my energy healing tarot reading sanctuary. Over on my other channel, I actually do live group healings. So if you ever go over there, I just did one on Friday. So if you feel the need for an energy healing and you don't know where to get one, I do one every other Friday on my other channel. And I just did one last Friday. So you can always go there and get a free group healing. So, Tarot Lover. Does he miss you? No. But I am seeing so much. Wow. So much self-power here that, so your first card here is the Queen of Pentacles, but it was in reverse. And then your second card is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a lot of earth power. There's a lot of wealth in yourself that I'm feeling, a lot of security in yourself. And that might actually be off-putting for him, because if a guy's not, or a girl for that matter, if a significant other potential is not secure in themselves as you are, that could actually you know, kind of make them retreat a little bit, if that makes sense. So your question was, does he miss you? And I'm saying no, but that's why, because he's so unsure of himself that he doesn't miss you, because you're so, the energy you put off is very sure of yourself. And so that's intimidating to him. All right, Sonia, so see if there's any blockages regarding my life, because I've been told I've been cursed with a spell or black magic. I'm going to grab my, where's my Illuminati deck? So we're talking spells and magic and stuff like that. My Illuminati deck here tends to resonate more on that kind of frequency. All right, let's see. Okay, Sonia, so the first card I got here is the Eight of Swords. So I'm not seeing black magic at all, or a curse. There could be a binding spell on you if somebody maybe didn't like the energy that you were putting off. However, that only affects them. That doesn't affect like your entire life. So you may have a binding spell on you, but again, that only has to do with them and how you interact with them. Excuse me. So let's see what else. So your second card here is the Two of Swords, okay? So this is showing me that you are completely 100% capable of, moving out into the world, even the unknown, and being prepared for whatever may come your way. So this beautiful lady here, she's got swords, she's armed. Sure, she's blindfolded, she doesn't know what's coming at her. But, hi Mandy! Glad you could join me live. I'm sounding so much better than I was on Tuesday. So much better. So anyway, Sonia, I wouldn't worry about any binding spell somebody else put on you, because that has 100% to do with them. Just go and live your life. Be prepared for the unknown, because it's life and there's so many things that are unknown. But don't worry about somebody else. That's all on them. What's that? A binding spell is basically, so whether you are not negative towards somebody, how they receive you is how they are feeling. So you may come off as negative or off-putting towards somebody, and they could, put a binding spell on you so that negativity doesn't come to them, it stays with you. But again, how we perceive others is actually how we perceive ourselves. So in a sense, they are putting that binding on themselves so they don't spread the negativity out, so the negativity doesn't affect them or others. So if somebody puts a binding spell on you, really it has no effect on you. It has an effect on the person that did the spell. So it's just on how they perceive you and the world. Thank you, Mandy. I actually said earlier my dad made this hoodie. So he's made me 2 different tie-dye hoodies, and they are some of my very favorites to wear. Yes, Hannah Mori. Let me do a couple more, and then I will answer this same question that Sonia asked for you as well. Nadine, I think we tune in to each other a lot more than we realize. Hannah Mori, I will read whatever question that I can answer. I know a lot more than the questions I've been asked on this channel so far. All right, tea's ready to drink, guys. Sorry, intermission for a minute. I don't know which one she picked, but it's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Who's after Sonia? Shay, it is your turn. Are you still here? Remember, guys, you need to make sure and be here for your readings. Otherwise, I will skip right over the top of them. So, are you here, Shay? Go ahead and send me a comment real fast so I know you're here. So Shay, and then Jill Carter. And Jill, I see you still commenting, so I know you're here. And then after Jill will be Josephine. Or sorry, after Jill will be Chloe and then Josephine. Okay, you're here, Shay. Good. All right, how does Malcolm feel about me? Yes, I have insight into your past now, Hanamori. Sometimes it helps me with readings, sometimes it doesn't matter. And thank you, Mandy. I will tell my dad that everybody loves the hoodie. You guys might have seen the other one. The other one I wear is teal and pink and purple. I'm just a hoodie kind of girl. I like my hoodies. And today I totally clash with my rainbow leggings. Rainbow snakeskin leggings, but whatever. All right, lots of cups today, guys. Lots of emotions flowing. So, Shay, how does Malcolm feel about me? He's overwhelmed by you yourself. So you got the Queen of Cups. However, it was in reverse. So as we know, cups are, a lot of emotion. And so he may feel that you are so in charge of your emotions that it's kind of off-putting to him. And he may not feel like the in charge of the situation because you're the queen, you're the one in charge. And if he doesn't feel like a king, which again is all on him, has nothing to do with you, then, that may be off-putting for him. I also see the Ace of Cups, so maybe his own cup is so depleted that he doesn't feel like he can fill up somebody like yourself. So, with any relationship, there's a give and a take. Well, if he doesn't feel like he can equally give, then he's not going to take that step to do so. If you feel that that's not the correct thing, then, maybe show him that you're okay with an unequal yoke in this situation, because that's probably how he's feeling, is he's not equal to you emotionally. Okay, Jill, what should I do? The family yells and I don't. My door. Okay, so family issues. Which deck do I want? Okay, you need a moon card first. Sick Heart quotes too. I can. Yeah, what Nadine said. 17 is kind of destiny, but you can also just Google angel numbers. There is a buttload of information out there, and just see what resonates with you. Okay, does 1 or 7 have significance to you? Does it relate to a family member that you know or anything like that? All right, Jill. Haha. Okay, Jill, surrender to the divine first and foremost. So, with your family issue, for lack of a better phrase, give it up to the gods, give it up to the universe. See what you need this one too. See what they have to say. Spend a little time in meditation. Maybe they can advise you in what way to go. There's also, maybe there's situations that they can take care of for you. But first and foremost, give it up to the divine. Secondly, you are a warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, so with this, you can handle absolutely anything that is thrown your way. So give it up to the gods, give it up to the divine, the angels, the ascended masters, all those in the other realm. Let them handle it, and you just be there to fight the battle, knowing they are there to back you. So they're going to handle the whole situation, and you just need to be prepared. Yeah, there's not really anything that you specifically need to do unless they specifically give you an answer to do so. So in other words, if you spend some time in meditation and your guides and ascended masters tell you, I don't know, go buy a puppy or something, they give you this overwhelming feeling that you have to go do this, then go do that. But until then, live your life and fight the battles as they come up, because they're going to be there to back you during said battles. All right, pause for a second, guys. I'm going to grab my my soup. So short intermission here, okay? I'll be right back. I need to eat something or we won't be doing live for very much longer. Hang on just a second. I will be okay, guys. Sorry, I'm back. I just had to grab my food. All this energy that's been going on lately has been making me so shaky that I have to like almost constantly eat. Okay. So, let's get caught back up here. Chloe, it is your turn. And then Josephine. Hi, Gabriella. If you would like a reading, all you have to do is comment your question, and I will answer them in the order in which they are received. Right now, I am on Chloe. Does Mark see a future with me? Yes, food grounds. In this case, I have homemade potato soup that I made just the other night, and so it's been in the fridge for a couple of days, and all the flavors are just kind of all melding together, and it's, yeah, soup's great a few days later. Normally I eat before I come and do these live streams, but today's homeschooling went a little longer than planned. All right, Chloe, let's see. Okay, so yes and no. Mark does see a future with you, but at the same time, right this moment, he's feeling kind of drained. So right now, Ace of Cups in reverse. All right, emotionally, he's kind of feeling drained. But this is what he wants for you, the Two of Cups. He wants the give and the take, so that, you know, you're filling up his cup, he's filling up yours, and, you know, it's a really good partnership, family, so to speak. Right now, it's the two of you, and things are going great. So this is the future he's looking for. This is how he's feeling right now. Okay, so maybe see if there's something that he enjoys doing that might help to fill his cup. I don't know about Supermom Nadine, but I try. Sonia, if you want to email me about getting rid of a binding spell, you can do that. I actually recently helped another friend to get rid of a binding spell that she actually inadvertently put on herself. So I can answer that for you via email, and my email is in the About section on my page. It's also in the description of all my videos. Josephine, relationship reading between T and yourself. You know, Nadine, it's actually really funny. You said food grounds. Well, you can't get more grounding than potato, considering they grow in the ground. So potatoes, carrots, beets, those are all great grounding foods. You think it's you, Sonia? You know, it happens. One of my really good friends thought she was protecting herself and her significant other, and she ended up inadvertently putting a binding spell on herself. All right, so Josephine, it seems like you guys aren't feeling 100% like yourselves, because I have these gorgeous cards here that look like they represent the two of you. So the first one is the Star in reverse. So I just feel like you're feeling kind of depleted and not 100% like yourself right now. And then the second one is the Magician, also in reverse. And I think that T is also feeling the same way. So I think a reconnection of sorts, go back to, maybe an activity that you both enjoy doing, and go be you. Go have a little fun time. I don't know, maybe you like dancing, go dancing, or go hiking, or whatever that looks like for you guys. Some enjoyable activity to stir up the energies and get you feeling more like yourself again. I think that really is a great relationship advice for anybody. If things feel like blah, go do something that you know you both enjoy. Nope, Sick at Heart, you have not missed your reading. I am getting there. Cinnamon Toast Toasty, are you still in the chat? If you are still in the chat, please comment so I can do your reading. And then Sick at Heart quotes, which you just commented, so I know you're still here. So Cinnamon Toast Toasty, and then Sick at Heart quotes. Okay, Sick at Heart, or Cinnamon Toast Toasty, let's get yours done. Spirit. Okay, I'm going to give you one of the Starseed Oracle cards. And then one of my Crystal Vision cards. Don't worry, Gabriella, you have not missed yours. I'm getting down there. Just working my way through the list. All right. Okay, so Cinnamon Toast Toasty, your very first card here is the Sea of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And then you got a Three of Cups in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is spend a little bit of time in quiet reflection and see really where you want to go. What direction do you want your love life to go? And, spend. This is like an overwhelming theme for the past couple of months. Spend reflection time right now during winter. It's the perfect time to kind of hermit a little bit and just look within, see what you got going on, see what more you can bring out of yourself before springtime comes and things really start to pick up and get more busy. So, yeah, that's where your love life is right now. The spirit guides just want you to spend more time in reflection on what you want, what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you, and kind of just outline where you want things to go in the future. Okay, Sick Heart Quotes 2, General Reading. All right, there it is. All right, so you got the sacral chakra. My Sanskrit is terrible, and this is a really long one, so I'm not going to try and pronounce it at the moment. Just know it's the sacral chakra. Okay? So, upright. The chakra of creativity, abundance, and pleasure. Let these words be your mantra. Find what fills your cup and pour it all over the canvas of life. This is the time to put your creative projects first, the very ones that you've had on a shelf for months. This is also the time to work on shifting your relationship with money and see it as an energetic tool that can bring you great freedom. This is also the time to focus on pleasure. What makes you feel turned on? Learn more about Tantra or the divine feminine energy within. Dance around your living room and luxuriously oil your body. Treat yourself the way you would a lover, for you are your life's greatest lover. I think that is amazing advice right now. So today's theme apparently is go take care of yourself. Spend some TLC on yourself, give yourself a little love. So do exactly that, Sick Heart Quotes. Go spend some time in love with yourself, basically. Hopefully that makes good sense. Welcome, Wasan. If you have a question, just drop it in the chat. And I'm working through them slowly, but working through them in the order in which they are received. All right, let's see who's next. Joan, for a balanced male partner, do you see anything for me? Okay, so right now I have Joan. And who's next? Joan, and then it looks like Gabriella. You will be after Joan. All right, got to go back up here to your question, Joan. All right, I am so lost. Joan, really fast for me, type in the question. I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. I found it. Yes, definitely a time to heal before spring. And you know, really, that's kind of what winter's about. It's about going within and self-reflection and doing some deep healing and all that. You know, if I could deep breathe right now, Joan, I totally would, but I am so congested right here. And it's actually a million times better than it was just a few days ago. Okay, for a balanced male partner. Expect the unexpected. So you got a Two of Swords and the Sun. Okay, so Two of Swords, you're kind of going out there, don't really know what you're going to find, but you're ready for whatever comes your way. Okay, now the Sun. So what's the opposite of the Sun? Kind of overcast, maybe? Darkness, maybe? Kind of depends on what you find on the other side of that blindfold, right? But doesn't mean it's going to be all sunshine and roses, or in this case, sunflowers. So don't expect, you know, an instant family kind of thing. But there is brighter comings on the horizon for you. Just be prepared, okay? Keep your eyes open. I think this is probably a good warning. Don't go in to situations blindfolded. Keep your eyes open so you can see, you know, what's in front of you. Make sure that somebody is true to who they are. Good. Okay. Yeah. Definitely breath work is good for anybody. So if anybody wants to take part in some breath work, on my other channel I have a really short, it's not a guided meditation, but it's more like an instruction on how to do a breath meditation. It's super, super simple. Okay, Hanamori, let's ask your second question here. And then I will get Gabriella. How's everybody's week going so far? I know it's only Monday. It's given Martin. All you have to do is put your question in the chat and it will be answered in the order in which I receive it. Yeah, having brothers will do that, Joan. Okay, so Hanamori, I'm not seeing any kind of binding spell or curse or anything like that that's been put on you. There has been people kind of put off by you because you're, you know, a different person and they're not used to that, which that's totally okay. Second card here was the reverse King of Wands. So somebody might be doing some contemplating, just trying to figure out, you know, what kind of person are you, how you act, trying to judge your mannerisms and that kind of thing. But there's definitely, that part may be harder for some people, just because just because of who you are. And that, you know, says more on them than it does on you. Good. I'm glad your week is going well. All right, Gabriella, let's go down here to your question. All right, what are your spirit guides wanting to communicate? You're very odd. Aren't we all odd? I mean, really, we're all odd in our own ways. We're all slightly crazy, but, you know, it doesn't matter. It makes us who we are. It'd be boring if everybody was the same. You got it, Nadine. I will get you a Starseed Oracle card when your name comes up in the list. It's Gain Martin. Do you want for February or do you want this week? Because you typed it in there this week in February and only, yeah, pick one. Okay. All right, so Gabriella, your first card here is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying the foundation, divine plan. So there is a plan at foot that your guides are trying to tell you about. Let me pull you a starseed card here. And I think our guides try and tell us ahead of time when, you know, plans are coming, but sometimes we can't always hear them or don't understand how they're trying to tell us. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, so you're a Starkeeper. Interesting. Okay, so you are the foundation. You are here to help guide new starseeds, those that are coming into their awakening, help to guide them to where their gifts may lead them, help to guide them maybe to information that might help them, or whatever that looks individually. So, those are your cards, dear. That's fun. That could be some great things. You may want to spend some time in meditation, see if they want to clarify anything for you. Maybe see if there's anybody specific coming up that you need to help. That may be some good information for you. All right. Who's down here? My eye always starts twitching when I'm reading. Okay. It's Gabe Martin. It is your turn already. Wow, I'm making my way through this list really fast today. Well, I guess it's been over an hour already, so. Anything for love in February? Well, February is the month of love. You're welcome, Gabriella. And guys, if you have not already, don't forget to hit that like button. lets YouTube and myself know that you guys enjoy this feed, so they recommend it to more people. Ooh, okay. So, you have very first the Tower in reverse. Now, the Tower usually means a big catastrophe or upheaval or something like that. Well, when it's reversed, it's the opposite of that. So, something new and great is coming into your life. However, there is a judgment that needs to happen first. So, be very careful with what's coming and make sure it is good for you and your family life. Be sure to weigh your options carefully when this is presented to you. Yes, it's Skaven Martin. Skaven. It's Skaven Martin. Yep. This is your reading. So you have something built that can be great coming to your life in February. Just use your best judgment on if it is right for you at this time. Sabrina, if you just want to put your question in the chat, I can answer it in the order in which it is received. All right, Nadine, it is your turn. Should you be worried? I would say no, because the Tower card was in reverse. So that generally means it's a good change that's coming, versus a big upheaval, kind of scary change. But there is also the warning of the judgment to be on guard and make sure you make the right choice for your family. Yes, it absolutely goes by so fast. Sometimes I'm reading for like hours and it feels like it's been 20 minutes. Except for the fact that, you know, after 2.5 hours, you really need a bathroom break. Okay, okay. Oh, I can't wait until it warms up. So, Nadine, your first card here is Earth Pulsing. Pulse of the Mother. Slow down, time in nature. I think this has a different meaning for you. You have this gift where you can find the beat. So, you have a beat to find, the beat of Mother Nature, and then slow it down. Slow it down to the pace where mundane people can enjoy it and can connect with nature, because right now it's cold here, at least in the northern US, and we can't really go outside and spend good time in nature. But that being said, on a clear night, your second card here is starbathing. So if you can spend some time beneath the stars during this time, I think it's going to help you find that that earth pulse. Because if you look at the cards, this person is in the exact same position in both cards here. So the star bathing is actually going to help you find that earthly beat. Amazing. I love this deck. It is so awesome. Okay. It looks like I am all caught up. Can you imagine? I am all caught up. So, Sabrina, if you would like your question answered, please put it in the chat. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with that, Nadine. And, yeah, share it with the rest of us. Ooh, that is a great question, Sabrina. He dreamt that he was sorry. So, for my other metaphysical friends that are in the chat right now, I'm sure they will probably agree with this statement. Dreams tend to be journeys to the other plane. And if you guys met in the other plane and had a discussion, then I would say that that was meant to be. A lot of times, you know, if you wake up and you are just exhausted, then you were probably working on a different plane. And, you know, that's actually really common. So let me pull some cards here and see what the cards have to say. But in my personal opinion, I would say if the, what, sweetie?
Can I have potatoes?
You can have some potatoes, yes. If the dream felt real to you, then I would say it probably was real and the reconciliation happened. Now, whether or not he believes that it happened or even remembers the dream, because I've had that happen before, that's a different story. But it never hurts to reach out and see. Okay, yeah. I would definitely say yes, that he is apologizing, he is giving back, and he's no longer tied up with the situation. He kind of knows, you know, he's not as confused. Things are more clear. Okay, so maybe you guys just had an astral meeting. I would contact him. I mean, the worst he can say is no, he's not over the situation, and then really nothing's changed. But I personally would count an astral apology as a real apology. But you know, that's me. I'm an energy worker, and other energy workers that I know would probably feel the same way. If you guys met on the astral plane and had a conversation, then really what's the difference between 3D life? It's all in our perception. So I would say contact him. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're all caught up. Does anybody else have any questions? Or, yeah. So if you guys like beat meditations, like meditations with a good beat to it, The Fascinating Fairy that is in the chat right now, she did one last night. You can go check it out on her channel. I actually listened to it while I was at work, and it was amazing. So I work at a retail store, and so I was walking around the store to the beat, and my energetic body was meditating while my physical body was working. That's something I kind of learned with how to do with the quantum stuff that I've studied, is basically how to be two places at once, how to be doing two things at once with your different bodies. So it was kind of fun to put that into practice. Sure, Sabrina, go for a second question. All right. See if there's more to his feelings. Like romantic type feelings versus platonic type feelings, I'm guessing. It's really fun to actually put stuff like that into practice, Nadine, during real life, because you can't get out of, working when you're an adult. You can't get out of it. But at the same time, energetically, I needed the meditation just as much as everybody else did. Just like I needed the healing that I did the other day. To get over this stupid cold that thankfully is almost gone. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Sabrina, is you both are very strong people, equally yoked, so to speak, and I'm not seeing any real, like, life-altering passion here. There's definitely a deep connection to both of you, but I'm not seeing a, like, romantic type relationship. So I don't know if he is denying how he feels or what, but I don't know, maybe he's scared. Maybe he's scared to even contemplate how he feels, so he doesn't know how he feels. That's a huge possibility. Guys tend to do that sometimes. So I would say if you feel the connection, if you feel it, he may be avoiding it, if that makes sense. Maybe it probably scares him because he's so in control. That's funny. He's scared. Yeah, I just saw your comment. So, be careful. Be easy. That would be my advice for that. Because right now the cards really aren't showing him feeling an exact certain way. That's true. You can't only lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. All right. Anybody else have questions? Maybe he doesn't want you to be the rebound. I mean, that's a possibility. He feels that you're more worthy of being the rebound girl. So, I would get in touch with Gaia. That would be my or divine feminine, your divine mother. Yeah. This is a good mother conversation. For 2 years this July. You know, you never know what can happen. I have a guy friend that I've been friends with for 22 years. And he's gone through phases. I mean, he's come in and out of my life. And, each time we reconnect, it's, like nothing ever happened, nothing ever changed. And it's never been a disconnect for a negative purpose. It's just life happens and yeah, just kind of go our own separate ways sometimes. All right, guys. Well, we are coming up here on an hour and a half. So if there's no more questions, I guess we will call it a day. So those that don't know, I do have a Patreon account and you can become a member there. All my patrons get priority in my live streams. So, when you comment, your question goes up to the top of the list. You can be a patron for as little as $1. And it is a monthly thing, but you can cancel whenever. And you don't have to, guys. But if you are not already a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. I do weekly live streams. This week was Tea and Tarot. Next week will be spirit messages, so it'll be messages directly from the spirit guides. And I alternate between the two. I might start popping in surprise speed tarot lives. I don't know, something idea I've been playing with. Just so I could be, here with you guys more often. So you're not taking over, Sabrina. It's okay. Yes, go ahead and ask one more question, and then we are going to call it a wrap. I love these live streams too. They're, yeah, my favorite part of Mondays. So, and those that need healings, every other Friday on my main channel, I do healings as well. And the opposite Fridays, I'm going to start doing healings in my Patreon for my patrons. Hey Nadine, I'm going to make you a moderator really fast. There. Okay, trying to become a content creator, and I'm curious if I'll have success. Well, I can tell you this. If you want to be a content creator and you want to have success, the biggest thing is to be consistent. Make sure you, at minimum, have a schedule that you stick to. Okay, online gaming. Gaming is going to be a more competitive niche. Okay, this niche, the tarot niche, is also really competitive. There's a ton of tarot readers on YouTube. The spiritual niche is really competitive because our audience is a lot smaller. So you can absolutely be successful at YouTube no matter when you start. If you're on Facebook and you're female, I'm assuming you are because Sabrina. If not, I apologize. But I created a group called Women of YouTube that is just a support group for women who do YouTube. And we help people with, thumbnails, and we help give advice or support or whatever it is. And it's just most of us are small YouTubers. And yeah, so come join us if you want more information. One of our other admins, she is Annie. I can't remember how to pronounce her last name. Her name's Annie, but she is a YouTube educator. So also great people to watch and listen to if you're learning YouTube is Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, Creator Fundamentals. There's a ton of them. Live streaming pros are my favorite to watch for live streams. They've actually taught me a lot of what I do. Like, it was David's idea to help separate me from the background with the different lights. So I've added candles, I've added the LED lights and the little twinkle lights. So there's a lot of stuff to learn when doing YouTube. And it is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So, I mean, don't expect to start and a month later be at 1,000 subscribers. This channel I started in July and I'm not even at 200 yet. My other channel I started a year ago this month and it's not even at 100 yet. So the niche, whatever you want to call it, can be quite challenging sometimes. But anyway, off my soapbox. So, any more questions? Otherwise, we're going to call it a day. Thank you, Joan. I love my sacred space too. Yeah, I love it. And Fascinating Fairy, Miss Nadine, you're going to be at 1,000 before you know it, girl. Your channel is growing by leaps and bounds. So I can't wait to see where the next year has us all. It should be really exciting. And I love that here on this channel, we've got such a great community. You guys come back week after week for the live streams, and I can't wait till my other channel gets that too. A spirit segment as well. I would keep them separate, Sabrina, because you're going to lose your audience if you do that, unless the video game itself that you're doing is spiritual related. I don't even know if there is video games like that, but although that being said, there is a gamer guide that gives YouTube advice while playing video games. So I mean, you could make something up like that and that would totally be cool. It would be totally unique. All right, guys, it is time to sign off for the day. So thank you guys for joining, and we will see you next week for spirit messages. So bye, guys. Love ya.